Hello, welcome to the PlayDB database, the database I created. So what is PlayDB? PlayDB is a NoSQL JSON database. To be more specific, a JSON document database, similar to like MongoDB. It was made to help developers understand how a database engine works, to easily understand the code, and to tinker with the database, make it easy to tinker with. It's very hard to tinker with databases like MongoDB, Prometheus, PostSQL. Those are all open source databases, but they have like hundreds of thousands of lines of code, which makes it hard to tinker. And you have to read very long documentation in order to make modifications to it. This one's just a fun database, under 10,000 lines, easy to modify, easy to tinker with. That's why we call it PlayDB. PlayDB was inspired by MongoDB and the Folio database. So what are the features of PlayDB? PlayDB users can utilize disk or in-memory databases, import JSON files into a table, export JSON files, export the table into a JSON file, and it runs on all operating systems, and it has its own scripting language, which enables the user to execute play lines in one file. Similar to this play scripting language is similar to the SQL scripting language. For most SQL databases, they have a SQL scripting language. You could run all the commands in a SQL file. Okay, so here are the PlayDB commands. Read is similar to SQL select. So what's happening here is you're going to get it's going to output a tabular output if that meets the conditions. So it's going to find all the records for the people that are age 23 and name Bob. It's a search command, read. Remove is going to remove everyone who's age 23 and name Bob in the table. You insert a JSON statement and then table, semicolon, and then table. And then we have replace. Replace is going to replace people age 23, that parameter, and the table name Bob with age 36 and name Kumar. It's going to update it or replace that condition with the inserted JSON statement. All right, let's get into the demo. Hello. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to my GitHub page. I'm going to leave the link below, and you're going to download it, the download PlayDB project. And once you got it downloaded, I already have it downloaded. See here, this is a zip file. I'm going to extract it. You're going to go in, and then you're going to go into the open the PlayDB folder in the terminal in Windows, Linux, or Mac. So just open the terminal. What did I just do? Open terminal. And you're going to type this command, java.jar. Okay, playdb.jar. Voila, you're in PlayDB. So when you're in PlayDB, the first thing you want to do is you want to create a database. So create database, disk.db. When you create a database, it's always good to put .db at the end, because it actually creates a database file or database folder, which all the data gets written to. Let's create another one just for the fun of it. Create database, disk2.db. All right, voila. And now list our databases. Awesome. You can see our databases are being listed. All right, And just note that note.txt is not a database. It's just a filler for the folder because you're not allowed to have any empty folders in GitHub. We wanted to have an empty database folder to store the disks, but GitHub wouldn't allow it. Maybe in the next update, we'll just put in a default disk. I think we should do that. All right, so how do you connect to a database? So you just go connect to disk.db, connected to, and then I'm connected to this database. All right, so let's see if we have any tables. We probably don't because we just created a database. This tables, no, we don't have any tables. So what do we do now? To create a table, you just insert a record into a table. So when you do an insertion, it will automatically create a table for you. So just call insert, and you have to do this in a JSON statement. Name, it's cap. Just I want lowercase Kevin, age 32, occupation, programmer, parentheses. This is how you do a JSON statement. And we're just going to call this table person. Okay. Now let's create a table. Sorry, create a record. Name, Bob, age 53, occupation. Okay. Accountant. And let's insert him into the person table. And to see all what you have inserted, just go output and then type the table name, person, and output all the records in table in JSON format. All right. And now let's show you the read statements. So I just want to read everyone that is over the age of 1 and person table. That's going to be everyone. Now, if you want to see the values similar to in SQL, you go age 1, person, and this is like select values in SQL, right? So you go, I want to see the age, the name, and the occupation. All right. And it shows that. All right. I want to now delete Bob from the record. So how do I do that? I just go remove. I get the conditions. So name equals Bob, but there could be many Bobs in the table. So I want to be specific. And occupation equals accountant. The person table. And the record is successfully removed. And you can see that in the output. Person. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to import a JSON file into a table. A huge JSON file with 42 records. We're going to import into a table. So how do we do that? We go into our project. In our project, we have, and you go to test and you go to import, we have a test JSON file. As you can see, let's open up in the text editor. It has 42 records. This is like a fake employee database or fake employee record, JSON record, and we just want to import it into a table. So how do we do that? We're going to copy it, copy the file, and we're going to bring it into the PlayDB folder. And then what we're going to do is we're going to type the name of the JSON file, employee table.json, and then we're going to enter our table name. We're going to call this table employees. And voila, let's see the magic. Let's see the JSON file being imported into a table. And now we'll just press enter. It's successfully imported. Let's check. We go output employees, and you can see that we successfully imported the JSON file into a table, employees table. All right, and let's have a little bit of fun here. Let's find all the employees who are under the age of 30. Okay, I want to get their names. So how do we do that again? We go 30 employees. And then we get, let's enter the fields or the values we want to see. Last name. Let's see the salary. And let's see their occupation. And voila, got the information in a table format. So you can see they're mostly software engineers. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to execute a play file. So let's get our play file in our folder, our project folder, and it's in test, play scripts, and we're just going to copy it and paste it into the PlayDB folder. Same way how you brought in the JSON file. Now let's take a look inside the file before we execute it. So what's going to happen here is we're going to create a database called backdiskdb, listed database, connect to the backdiskdb, insert all the 4 records in here, and then we're going to output employee, and then we're going to output the table into a JSON file, or export the table back employee to a JSON file. It's going to create a table called back employee, BCK employee. And then that's what's going to happen once we run our play file. So let's close it. To run the play file is you have to get to terminal. You're going to type the play command, and play command, and you're going to type the play file back up and then .play, and it's going to execute it, the play file. And we successfully executed our play file, all the records inserted successfully, and it outputted the play file in a JSON file, as you can see. All right. And that's it. Thank you for watching this quick demo on the PlayDB database. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys use it, and have a great day.